My name is Pete Such. I'm with Wynn Home Inspection, Olympia, Washington.
How long have you been a Wynn home inspector?
10 years.
How long have you owned and used an infrared camera in your inspections?
Since March of this year, so about 9 months.
Why do you use an infrared camera?
I wanted to make a difference, stand out in the market.
How do you charge for having an infrared camera in your inspection?
I kind of mulled it over because there's one other person in my area that charges an additional fee to use the camera, and I decided I was going to be different. After having used it on my own without charging anybody, I kind of saw things that I really thought would be good to see all the time or have access to, so I decided I really want to use this all the time. I want to market it that way. And so I decided to raise my prices $25 across the board and sell myself with that in mind. And I haven't looked back because no one seems to have noticed that I raised my prices, and yet everybody loves the fact that I'm using the camera. So.
Have you attended any infrared training, and would you recommend it to any other Wynn inspectors?
Yeah, initially I did an online course. And it wasn't very good, and I didn't feel really confident after having done the course, so I decided to do a level 1 training, and so I did a 4-day course, and it happened to be up in Seattle, so I didn't have to stay overnight, and learned a lot from that course, and I wanted the credentials behind me, because I felt that that was important. And after having gone through 6-7 months, I decided I really like this tool and I want to move further with it, so I went ahead and got the level 2 certification also.
Are you concerned about liability or the potential of missing something when you do an inspection? Do you do anything to protect yourself?
Yes. Liability is always a concern when you're a home inspector. And so I have an agreement form that I have everybody sign, and that agreement form also gives me a chance to explain how I'm using the camera, what are some of the limitations of the camera due to the time of the day or the time of the year. It also gives me a chance to demonstrate the capabilities of the camera. I find that it's a real wower, that my clients really like what the camera can do. They might not understand the science behind it, but they feel in my heart that they're getting a more thorough inspection, and in my heart, I sleep better at night because I think I'm giving them a more thorough inspection. And I wouldn't turn back after having done it now for 9 months, including it in all my inspections. I wouldn't want to do an inspection without a thermal imaging camera.
Would you recommend other Wynn franchise owners consider purchasing and using an infrared camera in their businesses?
It's an investment, but it's an investment that makes you stand out, and if you do it properly, I think it's an investment that's going to pay itself off over a short period of time. I decided, like I said, to raise my prices up a few bucks, but I felt it important to not only use the camera, but to get paid for it. And I believed that I was going to make more money, and I did, and get more clients, and I did. My gross income went up 30% this year, and my number of inspections went up 25%. And I attribute a good portion of that due to the camera, because I saw how it was affecting the people that were calling on the phone and asking for a quote and saying that I was one of 3. And pretty much securing all those phone calls. I wasn't missing them anymore. Whereas in the past I was missing them. I wasn't securing them like I should have been. And really pushing the fact that I've invested in technology is something that the clients that are on the phone really are swaying towards. All of them know about infrared. They might not understand it, but the term is out there because there's plenty of marketing. And because of that, they feel good about how my wife or I, depending on who answers the phone, is is telling them what the camera does. And to be honest, it's only a few bucks. I mean, between me and the next guy, it's probably 30 bucks difference. I'm definitely the most expensive in the area. But I pride myself on that too. I market that too. I tell people I'm the most expensive, but I also invest in technology. And if you want a thorough inspection, you need to call me back and use me. And when you have confidence like that, people tend to buy into it.
If you're a home inspector, you owe it to yourself to learn more about this coming technology for your industry. At Monroe Infrared, we've been doing training, inspections, and helping people select the right equipment for 29 years. Please call us and come to our website and learn more.